If money could talk, what would it say? Most people would answer, goodbye. If you had a relationship with money, what status would it be? Most people would answer, it's complicated. When I first asked myself these questions in my early 20s, I realized I had no relationship with money. In fact, money would have looked me straight in the eyes and would have asked, why don't you want me? And it's not that I don't want money. Let's be real. On the surface, most of us want to be financially independent and secure. But our limiting belief with money don't lie on the surface. Growing up in Nigeria, my father was a civil servant, a government worker. He made sure I go to one of the best schools filled with privileged kids. I still remember the shame and humiliation I felt when on visiting day, my classmates' parents pulled up in a fancy car. I remembered the intense guilt I felt when I had to tell my dad I needed a pair of shoes for the first time. Seeing the stress and anger he felt, hearing about an extra expense, and I remember the humiliation I felt being bullied because of the uncool, unbranded clothes that I wore. And I remember the jealousy I felt when I see them with new things. Growing up, I always wished we had more money. But I also recalled hearing negative things about people with wealth. They are associated with corruption, greed, looked as being heartless and selfish. People who manipulated the system or took advantage of others. I guess the devil does wear Prada after all. So how can you want something when you have such conflicted views on it? I left home on my own. I have seen days with improper eating or cooling system, not being able to feed, hand-me-down clothes, and a continuous sense of frustration, stress, fear, anxiety, helplessness. There was no light at the end of my tunnel. It was turned off due to extreme poverty. And the only thing I have saved for a rainy day was an umbrella. I got a freelancing job on building wealth, but wealth is nowhere near. Talk about feeling like a fraud. Every single day I'd go in the bank and I hear stories after stories about people dealing with all sorts of financial adversities. And I really needed to help people stand back on their feet. But I also know I couldn't be of proper value or help unless I talk the talk and walk the walk. So I looked money back in the eye and said, okay, let's talk, let's date, let's get to know each other. Take me out, show me your potentials, and if you promise to be there for me, I will save you. So it started. My first relationship with money. I went and bought every book I can find on the topic, studied it from every angle. The energy of money, the soul of money, the art of money, Think and Grow Rich, books on investments, books on finance. I read and studied and saved and invested. I dreamed big and I dared to believe in the possibilities, and every single day I was tempted to go back to my old ways, to feel like a victim of my circumstances. I would ask myself, did I want to be a prisoner of my past or a pioneer of my future? And at 28, I bought myself a house in a choice place in my country. See, as I continued on that path, I realized that the only way I was able to achieve that goal was by cultivating a powerful and meaningful and empowering relationship with money. And today, I have intense pleasure of assisting anyone and celebrating their success and milestones as they change their limiting beliefs with it as well. I had to rewrite the money story that didn't serve me. The story that told me that wealth was for other people but not for me. Or that money was the root of evil. You see, you are only as rich as you allow yourself to be. Money turned out to be a keeper until death do us apart. I vow to continue exploring, expanding, and appreciating my relationship with it as I help others do the same. So, I ask a question: when is your date with money? When is your date with money? When is your date